today we are talking more about the Become Her challenge. Everybody has been like so into it, and I am so thrilled. I did not anticipate that. I was like, I thought this was going to be like a throwaway challenge. So I didn't put like much like thought or like intent behind like the website or any of like the planning out. I just threw it out there, which I am hoping that more moms come in, because I do want to talk about that, about just kind of like throwing it out there and then seeing what God does with it, because I've gotten like 25 new leads, like 25 or 26 new leads. Like we've sold quite a bit of our like digital products. We have a lot of freebies that have come in, all because of this like silly little challenge that I just threw out there, and you guys have like taken a hold of it, and the community that we're building has really like pushed into it. And so I know that sometimes as moms, we get this like analysis paralysis, and I don't think any of you guys get that, but for the moms watching, I think that there are some out there, and I just want to like reconfirm that a lot of things in business are out of our control, and the only thing that we can control is really like our intent, our effort, and good is better than perfect. Done is better than thought about. You just have to do it, and then you can fix it, and then you can reiterate, and then you can change it. But sitting back and like waiting and holding off, you're never going to get it done. So I'm proud of those that are putting it out there. I love, like, Amy, I've been seeing you really pushing your like talking about, even before it's done, you're talking about your coaching, you're talking about like this, like, which is what's most brilliant, I think, because you get to hear the response, you get to see, like, survey your audience, and then you can make changes and shift and adjust and treat your social media like almost like a focus group. I see Melody. Hi. I don't know if we've met. I'm Chelsea. I'm so happy you're here. Amy, you've been doing amazing. I've been loving your content. She started a book club. So cool with my book. I feel like, I don't know, I never thought that would happen. It's crazy. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Emilee. How are you doing? How is it going with your, I saw your new landing page that you sent over, and I thought it was so well done. Like, I was so excited for you. Like, I was like, that was so exciting.
Thank you. I almost forgot to unmute. I was going to just start talking. Thank you. I never know, like if this is something good, but like Alexia was kind of helping me. Like she sent me like colors, like try this color palette, something simple like that. Because I was like, my colors are kind of bland and boring if I'm going to focus on teens.
Yeah. Is that the direction you chose?
Yes, because I really enjoy working with that age group. And I have a student that she's kind of like my inspo and for a lot of like what I'm posting. Because I'm trying to picture like my avatar, and I always just kind of come back to her. So I'm kind of thinking that direction, especially because I've also worked with like middle schoolers doing the same thing, playing and singing. Because they all want to play like Taylor Swift, or they want to play Lady Gaga or whoever,
Right.
So, yeah. So I'm just kind of working on modifying everything to make it more that slant.
I loved the, like, if my daughter was a middle schooler and I saw your landing page and I was looking for piano lessons and like something of resource, I would have definitely pressed purchase, because I loved the way that you wrote it out. I loved how I loved the colors. I really did. So Alexia is really, I mean, that's Alexia. She's brilliant when it comes to messaging and marketing.
As she is.
So I am so proud of you for is that live? Did you like make the edits? Have you gotten it
So
out?
the course is not live yet because I feel
Okay.
like I want to go and put in more. Um, and I kind of have to modify that part. And then, so I have the starter guide out, but I still have to finish the course because I want to put more like younger songs, like more modern. I kind of designed it for the older age group.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of like the old classics in there, which are good. Some, everybody knows Country Roads, but I wanted to kind of put in,
Roads.
yeah, and Don't Stop Believin', and there's
Yeah.
some good feel good songs in there, but I also need to put some for my younger audience.
Yeah, the Swifties.
Mm-hmm. That's what these.
That's smart. That's way to go. Well, I'm proud
Thanks.
of you for making those edits and like changing and adjusting and just responding to your audience, because I think what happens to some moms or entrepreneurs is like you quit instead of like, hey, here's the change that I need to make. You're just like, forget it. Clearly, this isn't for me. And I appreciate that you're like, look, I know that my product is good. If you know that you're bringing value, if you know that you have the right intention, if you know that that's where your heart is, and you're able to really feel that and know that, then understanding that's like your first. So my first 5 businesses, 5.5 businesses failed, flopped on the ground. Like I got them up off the ground and then they like kind of plateaued, and you just kind of like hit that skidding. I had some really tank. Like it just happens. That just happens. It's a part of evolution. It's a part of life. We've all had our different fails in different avenues of anywhere. I mean, it's just growth. That's a part of it. So being able to understand, like, look, I know that I meant for X, so I just need to change. The faster you can see the issue, see the problem, respond to the problem, and correct the problem, the better. So all of like my clients, the partners that you guys know, Alexia says this about me quite a bit. She's like, you are the fastest moving and you quickest, like my response rate is so much quicker than anybody else's that she's worked with. And that's what makes me successful, is being able to say, here's the issue. Here's how I'm going to fix the issue. Here's how I'm going to respond to the issue. And then I'm going to do it again and again and again and again and again
Yeah.
until I get it right. Like
Right.
you just keep changing and changing and changing and changing until you get it right. So like I was saying before you guys jumped on, was this like Become Her 90 is a great example. So I think depending on who we get on, I think it's going to be our group. Unless we get some crazy new moms, we can just keep this as a continuation of Thursday. But the Become Her 90 started is just like a throwaway idea for me, honestly. And I was just like, look, I'm overwhelmed. I'm too much in the weeds. I am not working out like I want to. I'm not reading my books. I'm not doing my self-help promises. I'm not doing like the things that got me to the place that I am now, that I was consistent in to build what I currently have. I wasn't doing anymore because I was enthralled in all of the other things. So I was like, how do I turn my issue into a business thing? Like, how do I make it a community builder? How do I take my community along for the ride? How do I turn it into like, this is going to be a part of content. This is going to be a part of the business. Like, how do I do this? So I just off the cuff said it, and I drive Alexia mad. I drive her insane because I'm like, I'm gonna do a Become Her 90 challenge. She's like, okay, what does that mean? What are we gonna do? How do we integrate it? I'm like, oh, I already announced it. And she's like, what? Yeah, we're already doing it. I don't know. So, okay. And she just moves forward. I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but I am saying that by doing that, it forced me to figure out a Canva code and create a website. Is it completely operational and functional? No. Does it serve its purpose? Sure. Did I learn something, record my screen and create more content from that? Absolutely, I did. And the Become Her 90 has become like, I've gotten, like I was telling Amy, I've gotten 25 new leads. I've gotten, we've gotten a few more moms that have purchased the coaching. We've had 2 purchase Abundant Money. I've had over 47 like different purchases on our digital products because this Become Her 90, we've had so many people that have had interest in it. We just started it, right? So it was something that I started off the cuff, but I did it. And then I continued to iterate, fix. And so I like had to adjust. You guys got the multiple links sent out. Like, I'm okay with being embarrassed and being like, oops, mom, fail. I sent out the wrong link. You guys got that text. Whoops, here's the right one. Because you know what that is instead? That's more engagement with my audience, them seeing my authenticity. And you're right, like it's forward motion. So they see that I'm a normal human being. They connect with that. And that way I can be a more relatable coach because I'm not perfect. I'm not any of that. We're fixing it together. We're a community builder. I don't think that I'm perfect. I never want to be perfect. If I were perfect, then like there would be no point in doing what I'm doing. So just in my whole thing is done is better than not. Go forward, get embarrassed. It's okay. Fail forward. Failing is failing. I have failed so many freaking times that now it just means I'm one step closer to my goal. I'm happy to fail. I love failing because that means that I'm just that much closer to succeeding. That's it. So I want imperfect action beats perfect plans every time. That's exactly right. So that's why I started Become Her 90 was because I was failing. I was failing at being a mom. I was thinking to myself, I was going to bed, literally not crying, but I was having almost arguments with my husband. I was stressed to the max. I was overspending on personal stuff because I wasn't paying attention. I was letting my kids eat crap that I wouldn't have otherwise eaten because I was focused on something else. I wasn't doing intentional activities with my kids. I wasn't taking care of my body. Like, what am I doing? So how am I going to turn this into the goals that I'm trying to meet? Okay, we're going to do Become Her 90. Totally took off in a totally different direction that I never thought it would. And now we have a whole other avenue of introducing moms. We didn't know how we were going to get any of like our free digital resources out there. We had no idea how we were going to make this into some sort of like a delivery of brand. We just created a bunch of digital products that we were selling as silos, and we didn't know how we were going to bring those together under one umbrella. Then Become Her 90 became a thing. And this is all of the resources and toolkits. I'm turning this website into an app for moms. I'm incorporating it into my second book, and we're learning together, and I'm able to treat the audience as a focus group. So I'm able to get the responses, the understanding, the feedback from all of you and being like, oh, okay, this is how we're going to do it. So I wanted to take today and I wanted to be like super open and honest with you guys. Like, things happen, failure happens, get embarrassed. It's okay. Keep going, keep doing it, right? Like that's what I wanted to get across. So I think since it's 1:15 and we're all our normal group, let's open this up for Q&A because I think that a lot of people have questions about where they are in their process. I want to make sure that we have, like, I think that a lot of you are close to your landing pages. I think a lot of you have, like your digital products almost done, certain things are almost done. And we're kind of like, okay, where do we go from here? And I think we can all learn from each other. So I know that Toni had asked for like kind of a recalibrate. I think Karissa wanted one too, like kind of a touch base. So let's do that now since it's just us. And let's see what kind of questions you guys have so we can get prepared for when Alexia and Shannon take the floor on Thursday and teach us all about like email integrations and everything. So I'm not going to be teaching much on Thursday. So today, let's get all of our questions out that we can so we can be best prepared for Thursday. Go ahead, Toni, Karissa.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so
Emilee,
much.
Ashlee. Yeah.
So I feel like my ChatGPT, I call her Julie. I feel like it's not meshing well with, like, whenever she tried to do like a Google Doc or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be like, or it definitely doesn't work with my Canva. Like whenever it says I'm gonna create something for you in Canva, like it doesn't work. So I
Mhm.
feel like I I feel like that's been holding me back, because I'm trying to figure out. And one time it was saying it was going to generate something and then it never did. And it just like had me waiting for like hours. Does that happen to you sometimes? Oh, okay. Okay, good.
It's just the function of ChatGPT. And what my workaround for that is write it out here. I literally say that to Judy. I say, write it out in the
Oh,
chat. And then I just
oh, okay.
copy and paste it into Canva.
Oh,
Now
okay.
with ChatGPT 4.0, if
Mm-hmm.
you're creating a social media post image or something like that, you can say, create this image. But if you want like anything to go with your freebie product or anything, any kind of Canva template, that integration, sometimes you get lucky with it. Sometimes, like I know that Alexia can have good luck with it. I've never had good luck with my Canva integration.
Hmm.
So they can give you template
Okay.
ideas. What I like to do in ChatGPT is I like to say, what would be my brand color? What would be the fonts you suggest? Work as a brand specialist or a marketing specialist, and
Mm.
and create kind of like a wireframe of what I should build out. But even in Canva AI, even their design is worse than ChatGPT's design. So I like to just use the templates in Canva and create it.
Okay. Got it. Well, that's helpful then. Um, Yeah, because this morning I was frustrated. It was saying, I can have, like, basically, I can have that to you in 2 days. And I was like, what? Since
What
when
I
did
would
you?
suggest for your product, because I don't think that like, so for your freebie, I don't think you need it to be some beautiful Canva design. And honestly, even for your other, I don't think that you need this to be like some amazingly, because the content of it, the crux of it, moms are going to want to like use it, like we said, right on their phone. So they're going to want it to be like do you like my picture of Oprah? I'm
Mhm.
working on a carousel. Moms are going to want it to be like on a PDF like this. I
Yeah.
would think.
Okay.
So I would honestly say to ChatGPT, format. So the content that you're saying that you want, I would say format this in an easy to read document from my phone, intended for the end user, which is a mom that will be in the middle of schooling. Like I would create it that way, that
Okay.
hyperlinked and that they can use very easily versus making it something beautiful.
Mhm. Okay.
Moms aren't buying it for that. Does that make sense?
It
And then if
does.
you get feedback that it's not pretty enough, then we can change it. I would do Word document as a PDF for your product, and let's just roll with it and get it done. That's what I would
Okay.
do.
Okay.
And ChatGPT is really good at formatting documents in that Word format. If you say I want it to be easy to read,
Mm-hmm.
Word, turn this into a Word document, it will.
Okay.
And then you can take that to Word and make sure that it's all formatted and save it as a PDF. And that's, I think, what you just call it good, honestly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful.
Good.
Because
Is there
I was getting
anything?
lost in the weeds of Canva. I was like trying to make it look really pretty and readable, and it was taking forever.
I know.
I
And
apparently am making an ebook as opposed to like a guide. A guide is like, what, like 10 pages or less or something, and I'm way past that.
yes, yes, honey.
But
Yeah. And I think, okay, so here's my thought on ebooks. I love them. I love them. I love them. They're a great sale for meta ads. They're a great run in the background. They're amazing for credibility. Like I love it. They're not huge money makers. The money makers are the digital products that moms can actually use or that people can actually use, like integrate into their daily life. Like, for example, Shane and Karen's per meal planner. It's a simple PDF. It's nothing like crazy. You know what I mean? It's because somebody can actually apply it to their life and use it easily. So I think that what you would want to do is go basic first, just like a Maria went. Her products, PDF, like they're hyperlinked PDFs. Those are her products, or an Excel sheet, depending on the whatever she's using. And the reason why they're so valuable and worth it is they're hyperlinked to her YouTube channel. She has a YouTube video that she connects it to. She has the resources right there, easily available. And she has like, she breaks down like certain images and explains why she does certain things in a certain way. But that's her creating content. So for you, having that PDF hyperlinked to your YouTube video of you actually doing the activity will get you watch hours, will get value for the mom, and it keeps your audience engaged. So for your product, I think that that makes the most sense. Then when that starts making money, you take that money and you say, hey, I've made something pretty because this was fun. I'm going to take half of that cash and allocate it to meta dollars. And here's my ebook. And then you can start throwing that. Does that make sense? So you can start doing like snowballing all of your products. You're not locked into one. You can create a bunch. Start with one though.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. That makes sense.
Focus on what's cash flowing now. If anybody is in the Georgia area, Toni is going to be doing some on Fridays. It's forest, like what is it? Like
you're like a forest school Friday.
Forest school Friday.
I lead nature play groups, and so for June and July, I'm gonna be leading a forest school Friday, kind of like if you're familiar with 1,000 Hours Outside. She does a group like that. But I've been a nature play group leader since 2009, and I just have a lot of like, it's just really easy for me to do. So I need some cash flowing. So I'm gonna be doing that and offering group tutoring also.
I wonder, is there a way to do that via Zoom also, where you can have moms join you and they can take their kids in their backyard? Is there a way to make this virtual?
We did do that during COVID. So it is possible. It's not my favorite, but I just like meeting live like way better. And I think it's better for the kids. But yeah, I could do that. I just don't know how popular it would be now. Like I would think moms would just want to take their kids to the park, but I don't know.
Right. I was kind of thinking as a way to make it expand past Georgia is while you're doing it live, you can have moms Zoom in if they wanted to join you and they go in their backyard. And I don't know what that forest activity is, but I was thinking they would go in their backyard and do the activity that you're explaining to do maybe. Maybe it isn't a live Zoom. Maybe it's a YouTube video that you share. I don't know. I don't know what the legalities are. I'm just trying to get creative on ways to expand on what's already cash flowing, because like I want this to take this example, guys, what's working and what's cash flowing and what's bringing you income, expand upon it and get creative that way as well. And then turn that into content, turn that into a digital product, turn that into an email sequence, turn that, like take that and expand upon it. In addition for supplemental income. We can get creative about it. I'll keep thinking about it, but I just want to find a way to like double whatever you're going to be bringing in. And then those that are in Georgia, please go to Toni's thing. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Hi, Stacie. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not really sure what we can ask. So, anything?
Sure.
Okay. So I am building a business on Instagram. I'm pretty new to Instagram. Really don't know much of that. I didn't really know that much about Instagram. I really wasn't like a big user of it. But I do like it at this point because I've tried many different things, and I like the video aspect of it, which I thought I wouldn't, but I do. So I have been posting consistently since January. I started posting 3 posts a day, but I have probably changed my profile 50 million times, and I'm not getting any traction in the sense of follower growth. I'm getting traction in views, but no growth.
What call to actions are you using?
Comment, flow to my to the wait list that I have for a digital product.
I would try different call to actions. I would always remind them to like and follow. You can try giveaways. You can try doing a free webinar. You can try living in your stories. I'd have to take a look at your social media. If you want to put your handle in there, I can look at it towards the end of today, and I can see if some things jump out to me.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay, perfect. And then everybody that sees Stacie's handle, go and follow her. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 12 people that will go and follow you. Freedom Flow and Coffee. Okay, you got 12 more followers coming your way. Ashlee, I'll get right to you. I think Karissa, did you have a question? Yes. Okay. If you guys aren't following Karissa, please do, because she has an amazing e-magazine coming out. Like, it's so detailed. It's so incredibly beautiful. You are so talented when it comes to creating like that feeling of like honestly sitting on your porch with you, like that coffee chat. I cannot wait to read it. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. That means a lot to me today, especially because I'm like, don't cry. Do not cry today. But I'm just like feeling in the swarm of, I think I bit off more than I can chew. I don't know how to get my stuff pieced in together. I've got that e-zine done, but I'm like, okay, I'm in the 2nd week of May. Do I want to do this monthly where I'm already going to be needing to think about my June, which all this is free? And I'm like, I should probably make this quarterly and then be focusing on my digital products that I can actually sell. I don't know. I'm feeling the hit today. It's what I'm feeling. Because I'm like trying to put Shopify together and my email templates together so I can actually start building my email list. And I just can't, the mechanics of it, which is usually what always trips me up, is where I'm stuck. And so this morning I literally sat right here for an hour and a half and I was like toggling between tabs, but I didn't actually accomplish anything other than I created a Shopify account.
Okay. So here's what we'll do is on Thursday, we are going through all of the mechanics. And I think Shannon saw your message, right? Did she get back to you?
No, not yet. I was messaging this morning just to see, like, I have that landing page. I didn't see your message in that chat until after I had already created that template from the video that you made in the training.
Yeah.
So I've tried to like make the whole landing page about my magazine, but then I have a blip in there to upgrade to my like 30-day prayer challenge, because my topic for my magazine this month is summer harvest. And so I was like, oh, I really love the like spiritual depth of that. And so I created like a 30-day prayer challenge where every day is like a simple like topic of like plant the seed. Here's a simple prayer, just intentional ways to pray over our families and like, you know, plant the seed.
Getting a lot of responses in the chat saying that they love that.
I love it too, but I'm just like dying. I'm just being honest because
we're gonna take a breath. Okay, you are so talented. You are so talented. And you and I are very similar in the way that we have huge ideas and we want to build an empire yesterday. And we are not comfortable doing it brick by brick because it gets frustrating and it's hard. And I don't want to do it brick by brick. I want to do it wall by wall and just overnight, stay up and burn myself until I want to sit and cover myself in my covers.
Yes.
We're not going to do that this time. What we are going to do is we are going to assess where we are, right? We're going to take inventory of what we have. We are going to use the low-hanging fruit that we have. We are going to launch something this week, and it is going to be successful, and we are going to pray over it. And everybody here is going to help you do that because that is the community that we're building. Is that correct? That is correct. Okay. So Mother's Day is coming up too. So that is a great time to launch. It is. So let's for a second. Now, I would love to open this up to the floor because I gave Karissa advice. Her huge e-magazine is beautiful. It's very well written. It's very well done. It's like Good Housekeeping with a Christian spin on steroids, beautiful farm life. Like it's gorgeously done. But I don't know if what to price it at or the subscription model immediately is something that is feasible when somebody doesn't know you or your brand. That's what makes it hard. So I don't want you spinning your wheels, putting so much effort into it, expecting it to pay off when people won't buy it off the cuff. What they will buy is they'll buy a subscription over time once they get a few rounds of it and they see the value because it is extremely valuable. I'm wondering if you maybe parse it down and only do a couple pages of like a freebie, because so she has this e-magazine. She then has front porch newsletters on Fridays. Is that right? Or once a month? It's
it's like once a week, front porch letters. It was supposed to be the monthly big magazine. And I'm really thinking like, I'm going to recant that. But then I feel like front porch letters could be a mini version of the whole home magazine that I do nurture my subscribers with, that give them a feel for the magazine, and the magazine could eventually become the subscription.
Yeah. And I think that what we do is you start with, you take what you have now and you maybe make that into your front porch newsletter so you can launch, and that's your free thing. And then maybe you do the e-magazine quarterly. And the paid products that I think you would resonate, especially with summer coming up, is you have some, like you have that bug, your I don't even know how to
study. Yeah. Huh? The unit study.
The unit study. And the way that I would love the way that you share your unit study is it's so simple. You can actually take it and apply it. And it's like one page of information, like it's digestible. It's not overwhelming for moms that aren't educators. That's why I think it will sell quite quickly. But you have 3 things that you're like pending a launch right now, and it's stopping you from launching anything. So I would say that like the low hanging fruit is when we talked last was your bug study, right? Because you were in the process of doing it. You could make your content with that very easy. You could keep that going. And I know that the e-magazine is going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm sure that everybody would subscribe to it. You already have a lot of interest in it. I'm wondering are you close with where are you in the creation of it?
The magazine is done. There's like some final touches that I need to put on it. And then I think actually my lowest hanging fruit for digital product would be that 30-day prayer challenge. And also I feel like that would help me in my content creation on social media, because I think there's a lot of like just on the farm in the summertime where I could pull, if I'm talking about, day 1, I even thought about doing a prayer challenge, like every day posting, this is what I'm praying for today. and
Mhm.
you know, if it's planting the field or whatever, then there's video footage of us outside on the farm. That would probably be the easiest because I have tons of farm B-roll that I could integrate in with all of that. And then I wouldn't have to be pulling so hard to come up with quotes or content to put with it. I could make it all flow with that prayer challenge.
Okay.
And that's written. I just need to, like, I have the whole format done. I have all my scriptures. I have all my prayers. I have the template. I just need to plug in all the individual cards that they would be able to print out and use, or even just flip through on their phone or something.
Okay. Okay. So then, okay. So that feels like what, so as far as launching goes, you would want to launch what? That first, then your front porch, then your magazine?
No, the magazine I've already announced in my stories that I'm
Right.
launching it this week. Well, I was supposed to launch it yesterday, but
Okay.
Yeah. I went on my stories and was like, we got a little ambitious, you know, and that's okay. So just sometime this week, but I didn't want to launch it until I had my email system, like, you know, how to send them into the flow so that I don't launch something and not actually have my emails collected. And so I'm individually typing out, you know, I don't want to do any of that. So I feel like this week I could launch the magazine. I could launch the prayer challenge. I just need to get all my platforms in line, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And so where are you in that process? Because you said you were toggling between two pages. And this is something that you and I can like chat about a little bit later. But are you like, I don't know what the whole, because so Shopify is pretty intuitive. I'm not familiar with ConvertKit. Shopify will collect your emails too. So if you don't have like a CRM in place, anytime they purchase, Shopify just automatically collects an email for you. Just FYI. So
Okay.
even if you just want to put your e-magazine up there, just saying, it's a workaround. Even if you just want to put it up there and you just want to put it up, like, I don't know if there's something that you can put for.
Well, we talked, you know, about even putting it on Shopify anyway as something people could buy if they stumbled upon it or I ran ads for it or whatever, but it would be something I give to my email subscribers for free. So should I still do that?
I would.
Okay.
I would. And I would honestly, but I would just put it out there. If it's ready to go, yeah.
I have an idea. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What if you put it on there at what you would want to sell it at full price right now because you have it and it's done, and then you can decide whatever you want to do with it when you decide. So you can change it and
Oh, you're frozen. I can't hear you anymore. Can you guys hear?
No, she's frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, now they will want it even more at home with, okay.
Oh, now you're not frozen. You froze. We couldn't.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I was saying to put it out there at full price now, and then you have control of when you decide. You have control over that. If what you do first isn't what you want to do, you can change it, but it's there and it's done now. So put it there, and then that shows its value, of like in your heart, what you feel you put into it. And then like, even though you're using it the way we are using it and what like Chelsea's saying, you have to market yourself at the same time, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
On Shopify, you can even do a discount code. So you could even give it away. So you can say, if you wanted to, before even building out a landing page and all of that, if you have your Shopify set up and you just upload your digital product, you can do anything you want with it. And if you have the interest and you're like, I just want to get it out, and then we'll do like all of the back end on Thursday. But if you just want to get through that, once you put you literally can put your digital product up on Shopify, it will collect the emails for you. You can price it however you want to price it at whatever, whether it be the prayer challenge, whether it be whatever it is. We suggest you use the landing pages, especially for like your meta ads and converting new traffic. But like I was saying on the voice memo today, like if you have people sitting there that are like, I want this thing, and you just want to get them the thing, just put it on Shopify as a digital product. You'll collect the emails, and then we can work your email flow in after on Thursday when we build out your landing page and everything else. But you can literally just link it today, and you just price it and say, hey, I have this price for the first 10. I'm giving it away at 100% off. And then after that, it's 50% off, or you can do whatever you want. Does that make sense? Is that helpful or more overwhelming?
No, it is helpful. I have put this out there as like just a free gift from me. So that's what everybody is anticipating. Like, I think I have somewhere between 25 and 30 people who have said, you know, sign me up. I want this, which is fantastic, but I don't want it to be like, oh, just kidding. I was going to give it to you every month for free, but now I'm only going to do one thing for free. Thanks for the email address. You know, I don't know how to like approach that. But my thought the other thing is I had told them I would drop it in their inbox every month. So I guess it's still in the beginning. Maybe I can just go on and say, I'm changing the flow of how to get it. Here's the link to Shopify. I don't know. What do you suggest for that?
No. So I would say this is a deeper conversation, but I would say that right now I was trying to give you a workaround to get it launched, right? So on Shopify, they can obtain the link. You can get excited. Hey, here's the interest. You can have it free for your first 30. You can keep giving it out for free. It can convert to porch newsletters. You're the only one that knows the difference between the products, by the way. Nobody else does. Nobody knows if it's a front porch letter or your e-magazine or whatever. The point is you want to get it out there and understand what the interest is back, right? And then you can identify what people are going to pay for it and how much interest you have. With your existing audience that you have, you can do whatever you want. I was talking more about outward facing, on using it as a freebie, using your porch letters as a freebie, as a lead magnet. So the lead magnet for everybody, your lead magnet is to get new people that you don't know, that aren't warm leads, interested in your product and interested in learning who you are, so you can nurture and get to know them. People that already know you and are already interested and already have spent money with you are warm leads. Those are leads you can send directly to a paid product. You can give gifts to, you can do whatever you want. You're the only one that knows that warm lead audience. You have to start remembering that you're the business owner. This is your business. This is your brand. This is you. And you are the only one that knows your audience. I can't know your audience. Amy can't know your audience. Nobody knows your audience more than you do. And so if you have 25 warm leads that you're like, I'm going to give this free product to, I'm going to get their emails. That's it. They're very fortunate to get your product. How awesome is it that they get to have the value that you're providing and working hard on? That's incredible for them. They can continue to get your front porch newsletters. They can, if you decide to turn this e-magazine into a quarterly thing, then that's what you decide to do, because it's your business and your brand, and you're building it in your life around you and your kids and what you're capable with. Nothing else. You're not building this business for them. You're building it for you and your babies. You understand? There's a difference. Okay. Yeah. This is your business. And if you piss off those 25 people, then okay, like, sorry, like, okay, next, there's 25 more. Like, sorry, I hate to be like that, but that's the truth. Who gives a shit? Who cares? You are so much more important. Your mental health is so much more important, and you have so much value to bring to this world. Get it out there and then pivot and change. But this business is yours. Do you understand? This isn't theirs. You're not doing it for them. Does that make sense?
Yes, I feel like we all want to give you a standing ovation right now.
Well, go ahead. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So good. Yes, so much truth.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
B-roll, B-roll,
By all
B-roll.
of
So, okay. So that being said, everybody is going to go sign up for Karissa's product. We all are going to look at it. This is going to be amazing. We're all going to promote it and talk about it. We are a team. Everybody that launches something, we need to come up with something as a group that we all do. We got to launch it out. We got to do something. Okay. So I don't want you to get, Karissa, I don't want you to get discouraged at all. I just want you to do something today that's going to make you feel like you have hit your productivity, you've done it. And then I want you to take a break and walk away from it. Do one thing that's going to make you feel like you did it. And remember, like, give yourself permission. You don't have to have the emails figured out until Thursday. That's okay. You can just upload the thing on Shopify and just so you know that you've gotten it done and link it, and everybody will go and support you. Does that make sense?
Yes, and don't build.
Just give yourself a break, and we're gonna build it together on Thursday. So just link it and share it, and like give yourself a break. Okay, that's what I would do if I were you. But yes. I'm a premature launcher. I learned.
Yes.
You know. Okay. Does that feel better? Did I answer your question? Okay,
100%,
good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Who's next? Line up on the chopping board. Who's next? No, I'm just kidding.
I just have a super quick thing to say, because today I started doing the ChatGPT thing that Alexia had suggested for her digital product, like for the freebie lead magnet, since I've done nothing. And I was literally, I'm glad that Toni started talking about her thing, because I was literally making it like a workbook, and then it's like, duh, like you just said, make it one page with the 15 prompts, and then that's it. And I really feel like that's it.
Yeah. So one thing that you have to remember is people don't give a shit. I'm sorry, they don't. After, like, if they have to scroll a couple of times, they don't care. And the point of what you're trying to accomplish is you always want to link your thing at the very top. Okay. So anything that you're selling, if you look at any of our landing pages, any of our documents, any of our anything that's doing well, we're going to have a link here of sending you somewhere. And then we're going to have our most important text about here. And that's it. Most people don't get to the very bottom. The link, like, so they just don't. Even if it's something that they've paid for, the attention span of today's society is so short and minimal. That's why it's moving to YouTube. That's why it's moving to Reels. Like nobody cares. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth. Unless it's tangible and they're using it, and like people don't rest. They're not sitting down. They're not, like, especially moms. So don't be discouraged by that. Use that to your advantage. Take the pressure off. Recognize what other people are doing and what's being successful, and like do just a little bit more. I hate to say that. I'm not saying don't give it everything that you've got, but don't waste your valuable resource, which is your time, your energy, your mental health, on something that people are like, you know what I mean? Like, give yourself a break. It doesn't have to be perfect. And one page PDF of value, super value packed. By the way, it's really hard to do, to get that in a condensed version. That's why I lean hard into ChatGPT, because it is very hard to do. But just remember, like, lean that to your yes. They don't. People don't care. Like, they just don't. They don't care as much as you do. They just don't. People suck. Like, they do.
Yeah, they're horrible. Except us.
Well, like, so nice. But like, also, like, everybody's God's children, but like, also. Yes, lizard brain, Toni. So, okay, Toni's put in a question on what her, what the title should be for her freebie. Home learning handled, the ultimate prompt pack, B, all day long. Home learning handled, B. Oh, that's because yeah. Don't make my mistake on where I was originally the mom toolkit. I was giving, so, okay, so here's another tidbit. I was giving a like mom toolkit, the ultimate guide. People didn't care. Pass, pass, pass. When I started saying save 20 hours for free, save 40 hours as a mom, build your mom assistant in less than 30 seconds, that's when I got it. Because moms are like, oh, wait, what is this? Wait, I have help. Oh, I can have 40 hours back. What, and in your title, you need to like give them like sing, song, play, like that, like is important. Emilee, like how you changed yours. Home learning handled. I know that, okay, now I get it. I'm going to get home learning handled. Okay, cool. How do I do that? You know what I mean? That's applicable to my life. Okay, Ashlee, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes, Emilee, I'll get to you in just a second on, I don't know Stan Store. I don't know Stan Store. I know ManyChat breaks sometimes. It's the best that I've used thus far. Stan Store, I'm not super familiar with, but, yes, I like that, Amy. No, I like home learning handled, Toni. I like B. I only know ManyChat. Stan Store, unless you're using Stan Store. I know that that Alexia loves Stan Store. I know that the Prosperous Patriot. Oh my gosh. Is her, she uses Stan Store all the time. And she loves it too, but I use ManyChat, and that's what most people, most big entrepreneurs use. So, but what's your question on the difference?
Yeah. So I've just went with Stan Store because I was just trying to save time way back when and not build out a huge funnel. I just wanted to get something up there, right? And everything's under Stan Store, and now they have auto DM. So, but I get a lot of people saying the keyword on my videos, but I think it's because it's the older audience, like the adults. And I notice with adults, just in general, they're busy, so they don't really follow through. So I'm wondering if it's my messaging platform or if it's just that. It's the old.
Does Stan Store have the option to follow up? Because
No.
ManyChat does. So if they don't look back, ManyChat will, you can toggle it to follow up. Shopify for the first month is, I believe, $1. So that's the difference. You should check if Stan Store, I'm sorry, ADHD. You should check if Stan Store has the follow-up and then do that. I will go through my DMs by hand as well.
That's what I've been doing.
You can send voice memos, you can send that. Or you can see if they have an auto follow-up. See if you can send a DM through Stan Store. ManyChat, you can. ManyChat's so easy. It's so easy. And I think it's $15 a month.
Okay.
But I would check into Stan Store. They normally have a help desk, or reach out to Alexia if she's more familiar and see. Does anybody else use Stan Store? Can anybody else speak to this? Because I can't. I only know ManyChat. Nope.
I know. I'm like, if I need, like, I have my course on there and everything like set up. So I'd rather not
Then
jump
don't
platforms,
change.
but what?
I wouldn't change. I would
Okay.
start making sure that if you're going to invest any dollars anywhere, start running meta ads.
Okay.
So get on Fiverr, hire a meta ad specialist. That's like literally that I have one that I can refer you to. She charges $100. She's amazing, and run a traffic ad and a conversion ad. Use ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to work as an ad copy specialist. And I would run $5 a day I would run a traffic ad to my freebie, and I would run $5 a day to my conversion, and target your specific niche target demographic and start getting people into your freebies, and then start working them in your emails. That's what I would do. I would spend, if I'm going to spend $300 anywhere, it's going to be on meta ads. And know that your first 3 months are really throwaway months. But if you're sending them to a freebie and you're getting a bunch of emails, it's really not a throwaway. You're not going to get a lot of conversion right away, but you can nurture those emails on a meta ad campaign. Does that make sense? So instead of wasting money on allocating it towards a bunch of new, like, shiny objects, I would take it and push. That's what I'm doing in my business. We're growing. I hope if you guys see any AI Mama or Abundant Management sponsored ads, screenshot it and send it to me, please. I want to see that it's like getting to the right people, because I'm testing and trying different things.
I saw one today.
You did?
I did.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And then know that also, moms, for those that have like courses, like Emilee, we can talk about this. For those that, like, Toni's going to have one, Karissa's going to have one, Amy's working on hers, like Janna, like all of you that are going to be having courses. If you want to have them on Abundant Academy, you can host them on Abundant Academy and off on Kajabi and whatever you want. But you can host them within our different categories. And we're going to be rolling out Abundant Motherhood first, and then Abundant Health second. And we work as like a co-op, but I put meta dollars behind each category, and you'll get all of that meta ad push and all of our emails pushing into your course. And then it's like, we split percentages. It's fair, but we do percentage splits after the house gets paid for, like, the meta ad costs and the overhead to Brad. At least it pushes out there. You'll make some money, right? And then you can host your course wherever, but at least it drives traffic. We're going to be beta testing that as well. And it's literally just hosting the course and coaching. So at least we can hit it. We want to find a way to hit it multiple ways for you guys to get a solid launch pad. So we have this, like, platform, let's leverage it. You know what I mean? And I want to, like, so just so you guys know that that's out there and going to be coming.
That sounds neat.
Huh?
That sounds exciting. That sounds neat.
It will be exciting. It will be neat. Okay, Ashlee, you've had your hand up for quite a while.
Hi, my hand's a little tired. I am a mess here, and I feel like I'm about to crash and burn. So I need some advice.
Okay.
I do financial coaching, but my heart is really with the youth. So I created a curriculum for youth, and I pilot it with my children and a few relatives, and change things to adapt. I've been working on this for a couple years. However, ChatGPT just came out and it's kind of messing up my creative groove. But I'm trying to incorporate somehow. Here's where I'm at. I am halfway on everything. So, like, I have my website halfway. I have the curriculum halfway. I have marketing. Tomorrow I have a meeting with the middle school on doing a pilot, which I would have to create still. And so I have everything halfway done, and I don't know where to continue. Like, I'm buried myself deep. So
halfway is better than no way, like not anywhere. So just, like, give yourself a pat on the back there. I think that this is, like, a really, really cool idea. We actually have an Abundant Academy team. I wrote a book, the Mom Business Blueprint and then the Teen Business Blueprint, where moms and teens can build their businesses together. So it's interesting. We have some overlap. I actually did it with my son, my bonus son, as a pilot project. So he built out his e-commerce business with me. He's 19. So it's very, very cool. And I love this idea of financial literacy with your teens. I think that we should pair you up with Samia. We can come up with a few different really cool ways to incorporate this. She's huge on financial literacy, especially with starting with your kids, with babies. We happen to have a few homeschool moms here that I'm sure you could test your curriculum out with. They tend to know a thing or two about homeschooling. You're looking at two of them that are actually going to be teaching it. So I would, or I am, Toni and Karissa. I think what you should do is you should focus on getting an outline going of everything that you want done first. Then I would lean into Canva code. And with ChatGPT, I would ask ChatGPT, build your business bot. I need to unlock your business, your business in a box, but I want you to build your business bot. And I want you to ask ChatGPT to create a wireframe for your website that you can copy and paste into Canva code. You say exactly that for them to work as a marketing expert to help you create a high converting funnel or website or whatever it is that you're trying to articulate, whatever you're trying to accomplish that goes alongside with your curriculum. And you literally copy and paste that into Canva code. It's what I did to create the Become Her 90. It's not a perfect website, but it gave me something to start from. And you put that into Canva code, and for $18 a year, you can get your own like website domain and you can get that website built. So at least you can start rounding the corners on some things to get things done. And I would build out your digital product. I would focus on one freebie and one like digital product curriculum, at least a stab at that. And then from there, I would like take a reset and take a step, and you can send what you have to Alexia and I, and we can help you with the 30, 60, 90. Did that answer your question, or did I just talk into the abyss?
No, I understand what you're saying. I already have a website up and running. I had one originally, but it couldn't do what I wanted with the courses online. So I opened a different one. And I haven't finished pricing it. My husband doesn't really agree with the pricing that I put. And I did start some of so I just went on to the business box and started from lesson 1 and said, okay, I'm just going to make sure I have everything done from the foundation up. So I am starting back from the ground up. So I definitely will do that with the Canva.
Okay.
But with that said, I don't think I need a Canva website as well.
Oh, okay. Well then I think that you know what you need to do, and you just need to make some decisions and then complete it. And then once you get to a position of completion, you can then change and iterate and adjust. But I think you need to, you need to come up with almost like an elevator pitch so we can understand what it is that you're like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to help you get out of the half-baked position. Because I don't know what your point of completion would be. So why don't you send me, if you send me an email after you do your business bot and you finish business in a box, email me and we will get a 90-minute on the books, and like we'll go through kind of how to get this to like full completion. And good luck tomorrow. Did that help? Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And that's where I'm kind of standing with marketing. Do I continue marketing even though I'm not there yet? I'm planning on launching in June, but I don't know if I'll get there.
You should always pre-launch. You should always talk about it every day in your stories, but you need to have a clear message as to what it is you're selling or what your core deliverable, like not your deliverable, because that can change, but what's your core message? Is it to empower children to learn financial literacy? Is it to help parents teach their kids how to be financially responsible? Is it how to get financially responsible with your parents? Like what is it? And then how do you implement that? And then I think it's, you build your digital product, you make sure that you have your digital product flows to your course. and then your course flows into coaching. I mean, that's typically how it goes. You can, we can talk about.
Yeah, and I'm doing all of that. I'm empowering financial literacy, to keep youth from the pitfalls, falling in the pitfalls, as well as adults, teaching them. But I'm offering a online class for the youth, a whole curriculum, and then as well as that can be available for homeschooling or school district. It'll just be different versions, right? Or, if the parents decide they want to get some coaching, I can do that as well.
Okay. So I think that you have your answer, right? I think you just need to make some pricing decisions, and you just need to like push it through to completion. Right?
Yeah, prioritize. I just did my my time blocks today, went through and did the time block. I think that's really going to help me because I've been staying up late, waking up early, and it's just exhausting. I'm overwhelmed. So chunking out an hour a day, I think is going to really help.
Sit with, yes, do an hour a day. Make sure that you get your walks in. Make sure you drink your water. Make sure you get present with your kids. Like, I am going to start going on a date with my husband. I was inspired by Alexia to do that. I would like start prioritizing those things no matter like where you are in life, and start building your business around your life, not the other way around. And then, that's the thing. That's the reason why we want to have these online businesses, is to build them around our kids. So yes, Alexia, I'm so glad that you're here. I want, you need to start making some decisions. Like right now, it sounds like you're at decision fatigue and you're not going to get anywhere. Like you're going to sit there and spin your wheels, and like you can work on it an hour a day as much as you want. But if you don't start making decisions as to like, here's what I'm pricing out, here's what it is, and then you can respond to if you don't get responses, then you lower your price. If you're getting a crazy influx of response, then you increase your price. But at least like make a price. At least like do it and like move. You know what I mean? Because staying stagnant isn't going to get you anywhere. It's not. So you just got to move. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
I drive people absolutely insane. I drive Alexia insane. I let Alexia, I was telling everybody about the Become Her 90 and how I just told you that we were doing a challenge, and you're like, oh, okay, well, with no plan at all.
You're keeping me on my toes, but you know what? It's a brilliant idea. And like we're always talking about just like stepping into it. And I think this is a great opportunity for everybody on this call just to like visualize that woman and just like little by little, inch by inch, just like starting doing like one thing a day that aligns with who that person is. It's good stuff. And I love that you're throwing Stephanie. Sorry, I'm stepping when toy cars had a child situation earlier, which is why I'm late.
That's okay. We're rebounding.
You know? We're just doing it, and we're doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it beautifully.
Emilee's on our like mom group chat, and I'm like, I'm coming to the playground. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be there. No, I'm not. And so I'm not. Here I am in my kitchen. But anyway,
that's okay. I'm proud of you. Okay, Pamela. Has everybody started to go and follow Pamela? I just want everybody to follow and empower Pamela, and she has a cookbook system coming out very soon. But I'm trying to get her to send me her PDFs. I just want to make sure that she has them. How much interest would you guys have in Pamela's cookbook? Because right now she's giving away all of her meals for free, and she should be getting paid for those. Is that right? Yep. Just so you know, Pamela, you're getting a lot of heads nodding. I don't think Pamela's with us. Okay, Janna. Janna had an interesting thing happen on her social media platform. She actually got suspended for some reason. Yeah, follow Pamela. It's simple, healthy living, natural, healthy living. That's okay. We were talking about you in all of the best ways. We were saying that you have a cookbook coming out and a digital product, and how much we would love to get it, because right now you're giving your meal plans away almost for free, and we think that you should have a digital product. We're very excited. Yes, her page is fantastic. Natural, simple living. Simple, I always say it wrong. So Janna is a nurse, and she, you're very welcome. And she is, are you 9 months pregnant now? Still 8 months?
No, I'm actually 37 weeks. No, does that mean 9 months? I don't know.
Yeah. And you look beautiful, by the way.
You're so sweet.
Yes. And she is doing content for new moms, because you have you have a 2-year-old, right? 1.5-year-old? Yes.
Yeah,
and you're going to be having a baby soon, and you are a nurse. And so we want to help her replace her income with digital products. So if everybody isn't following her, do you have a new Instagram handle?
I do, but I almost don't want to put it out there for a couple weeks, just because I've been talking to ChatGPT about it, and they're like, take it slow. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm very apprehensive, so I haven't even posted anything, but I'm going to start. But yeah, basically they thought my account was fake. I don't know why. I think it may have been because I attached my free hospital bag list and shortened the link so it didn't look so crazy. And I guess that gets flagged as spam. So
really?
That's what I looked up. So that's the only thing I can come up with.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Is it is this your links, and like you have multiple links listed inside your profile? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I just had one link, like link in bio. I had shortened it, which went to a PDF that gave a free checklist, but I was looking it up, and it basically said like if you shorten it that it can be like in a new account flagging them. So I tried to appeal it, and they immediately said, no, you don't get another review. So my Instagram was gone.
Is that handle still available? Like, is it available now? Still, like if you recreate an account with it?
I created a new account that's similar,
Okay.
but I couldn't use that handle again. So
Okay.
I'm kind of keeping it on the down low.
So yeah, so I would just, I mean, you can use a bunch of different, Chelsea does it differently than I do it. Like we all have different ways of like articulating our links, but maybe try like you can try a stand store if you want. I have a free trial on that if you want to try it. But then also like, I think I would go all in and just start creating your lead magnet through the lead pages. Right, Chelsea?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like don't even
She's afraid of getting her Instagram account suspended again, which I don't think will happen.
No. I don't know why that happened. That's severe. I think that's really rare. I think I'm not really sure. But I think too, if you didn't have content, that might have been part of it, like they might have thought that you're just trying to like create accounts with links to, I don't know.
Yeah, I posted only for 6 days, so maybe it just wasn't enough. And then after that, they're like, okay, you're done.
That's so weird. I have never heard of anything like that ever. And like, she was afraid that it was like AI, and I'm like, I have an entire account dedicated specifically to AI.
No, they actually encourage AI on Instagram. Like they encourage
They do.
They're
really?
encouraging it.
So like the captions are okay to just like copy paste, not change it.
Captions for what?
Like
if you, sorry, go ahead. Oh, if you go into like ChatGPT, say like, hey, can you create me a prompt or
Oh, yes. Are you kidding me? Chels, back me up here.
every day. That's the only thing I do. I copy and paste directly from ChatGPT into like, yeah.
So Janna, that's why Chelsea is always drilling the business bot. So if you take your business bot, which is the 20 questions plus the information that Chelsea gives you, it's 2 pages essentially. You fill all that out, put it inside your ChatGPT, prime it up so it knows exactly what your business is, and then ask it to start generating your content for you.
We've given some prompts. I think the prompt is inside. Yeah, the prompt is definitely, it's inside a business in a box. So it's in my playbook, especially. I can't remember what page on the playbook, but it says like what you need to do to generate content. And then you can copy and paste that, into your ChatGPT. It'll come up with your caption and your hook. And then you can just, I copy and paste that right into Instagram all the time,
Okay.
every day.
I was
You're okay.
freaking out because I'm like, maybe I'm doing it.
No, I really don't think so. I think it had something to do with you shortening the link and then thinking it was some bot of some kind. I don't know.
And I
Although there's a million bots.
definitely, I wouldn't hold back. Like I would just re-upload all of the content that you like created
Yeah.
before. I would just re-upload it. I would
Yeah.
post every day. I would go live in my stories so they know that you're a real person.
Yeah.
I would just push it on out there. I would. I'm not a professional at that by any means, but like I think that I don't think that that's gonna happen again. And
No.
especially since we're trying to get you cash flowing before baby, I wouldn't hold back.
No,
Okay.
I would start
Then-
posting. So guys, I think that posting imperfectly is better than you not posting. Like, don't worry about the perfect post. You're gonna get better and am I on just mute? No, I'm not.
No.
You're gonna get better and better and better and better, right, Chelsea? Like you have to, you just have to get
You have to get the
comfortable.
reps in. You have to get the reps in.
You have to. I mean,
Just post.
yes.
Just push it out there because it surveys your audience and then you get to know what that person, what those people like. For me, for every 5 I post, I maybe get one that hits 2,000 or 3,000. And then for every 10 I post, I get one that hits like 10 or 12,000. I don't get that every time. Like I had one hit 210,000, which was like viral for me.
Yeah, no, and that's the same for every account. Like even my account, like not every single post is going to go viral. It's just not. Like, and I know which ones are going to do better than others. Sometimes I created one today knowing it wasn't going to like do really, really well. But I posted for reasoning. So there's reasons behind it. So if you can post with intentionality, that's better, right? So like there's different posts for different things, but just put yourself out there, just start, because especially if you baby's coming, right? Like just don't, this is a season of, is this your first time becoming a mom?
No, it's baby second.
Oh, baby number 2. Okay. So even more so, like, it's nesting time, and then baby number 2, that's a whole different thing. So make sure you are, just being kind to yourself and not pushing yourself, but just, like let it flow out of you is what I'm trying to say. Like, so you're not stuck. Because sometimes analysis paralysis gets you nowhere. It's just like, it does get you nowhere. Got to make a move.
Okay, thank you.
And Janna, what I would do is once we get your free product finalized and your digital product finalized, which by the way, can you re-forward me what you sent me? I sent you an email. I can't locate it. So I don't know if it's in my spam or what, but if you can resend it to me so I can review it, that would be awesome. And then we can get maybe a meta ad strategy or something behind it. Cause I know that posting for you, wasn't like your top priority. The ultimate goal though, everybody, is to get emails in whatever capacity you can. You want emails because that's what converts. It's not just followers. And I hate to say it, but anytime that you're posting on Instagram and anytime you have followers, even if there's a possibility for you to get shadow banned, there's possibilities for you to get shut down, there's possibilities for that to happen all the time. Like I hate like Karissa Collins, one of our experts, she had like almost 3 million followers on Instagram and they just decided they didn't like her content anymore and she got shut down. Like it just happens. So had she had the emails and the freebies and like focused on that, she could have resent an email out to everybody saying, hey, I'm over here now. Instead, she had to like organically redo it. Like it happens. You were shut down for a week because you asked a question about vaccines. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I didn't get shut down for my MAGA hat. I wore a MAGA hat just to see, like, not that like anything I did. I just wanted to see if I'd get shadow banned. I was just curious. I didn't, but you lost Facebook privileges. Yeah, it's crazy. So you always just want to make sure that you're getting emails from the freebies. That's why I say, like, just post the link, just get emails, just get them, just get the emails, just have, even if it's just a link into the Shopify, just get it. So that way you can even have the data in ManyChat, like you can have in your Stan store, whatever it is. How do you and Karissa, how do you split out the chats? Oh, you go to projects. 5 ideas for different businesses. How can I keep them sorted? Yes. So you go to ChatGPT. I'm sorry, I should look at this. I was just staring at your beautiful faces. In the corner of ChatGPT, you can say start a project. You can also make sure her memory is always clear. If it's a project that you really, really like, you can tell her to create a specific project. You can tell her to update her memory, saying you're going to be coming back to this. ChatGPT knows the difference between my 3 businesses, knows the difference between Kaya and Cash, Abundant Academy, Abundant Management, and AI Mom. Just knows the difference. And sometimes I have to remind her. Same thing with Alexia, has multiple businesses as well. Okay, you should follow Pamela. Okay. How do you split out the chats? Okay, Melody, I think that I answered that. Amy, yes, just do it. That is a good reason to start a blog. That's great, Janna. And it's something that you can do. You could even have ChatGPT write you blog posts. I've started to do that. I just haven't gone through the process of, like, sounds so lame, but I haven't gotten myself to go through the process of copying and pasting into my blogs. It's so dumb, please. But that's literally, like, I have them sitting in my ChatGPT prompt. Because if you listen to Alexia for every, like, here, not to get overwhelmed, but for every, like, post that you do that's selling your product, you technically should have an associated email, an associated Instagram story, an associated YouTube video or short, and an associated Pinterest post and a blog post. Technically, if you follow Alexia, if you follow what Shannon, what they do, that's technically what you're supposed to be doing. Is that what I do? God, no. I want to get there, but that's fucking hard to do. So, like,
baby steps.
Yeah.
Just post first, right?
Just post. But so what you can take away from that is there are many ways to skin this cat, as Alexia says.
Do I say that?
Yeah.
I do say that. Yeah. Look, we'll on Thursday, we'll throw up a visual for you guys. We have a couple of slides that we've been kind of sharing back and forth. And one of my slides, I know Emilee's seen it before, but, like, it's everything that Chelsea just talked about. So it's this concept of taking macro content, splicing it in such a way that it becomes micro content. We have to remember, content is king. It is, because that's what's going to create that attraction-based marketing on different platforms. So, for example, a long form 7 to 10 minute video of you talking about something, whatever challenge within your niche, is spliced using potentially an AI app, which we like to use. What's the one? Opus Pro. Okay. That becomes 4 to 5 reels. Okay. Oh, those reels, or just that topic, becomes the blog post, right? We upload the video into ChatGPT and say, okay, now make this into a blog post, right? So that's what she's talking about. So then that's one long form, 5 pieces of Instagram short form, which is also YouTube Shorts, which then becomes a blog post, right? So it's macro to micro. And if you look at it like an ecosystem, then you're not working so dang hard. But I understand that, like, when you're first starting out, that feels like a whole heck of a lot, and it's okay. Like, it'll get there, but that's what it could be if you get organized enough. And I'm still getting there. Like, I'm still getting there too.
And we're still doing well with what we're doing.
Right.
We're not there yet. So,
right.
And eventually what we want to be able to do is, at least with these different categories of Abundant Academy, between Alexia, Shannon, Amanda, and I, if we can get positioned enough within, you know, Abundant Academy as our experts, having that ecosystem built out for abundant money, abundant motherhood, abundant health, whatever ecosystem you fit in, at least being aligned as an expert in those categories, you start registering in SEO as that, right? And it gets almost done for you, if that makes sense. So that's what we're working on behind the scenes that you guys don't see, to really even like make it a business in a box. So it's done for you, really, like, because it is hard. It's hard. Like, we're still trying to figure out how to do all of that and raise babies. Yeah, I know, it's all day and it's one page. Yeah, that's just how it happens. Can we talk about Pinterest for a second? You know what? I'm not well versed enough to talk about Pinterest, Amy. I know that it's so important, but I am not, I don't know it. Shannon does. And she will be talking about all of those things on Thursday with Alexia. Alexia, are you familiar with Pinterest? I'm not. I'm running out of time.
I'm not going to say that I'm the expert. I think Shannon's really our person to talk about that. I am just getting to the tip of the iceberg on this. But so, for example, if you go to, I think Jenna Kutcher is a really great example of someone who slays it with Pinterest. If you follow any of her stuff, right? Essentially, if you have a blog post, or I've even seen people do this with their reels, they create a cover photo of some kind and they upload that into Pinterest, into their Pinterest professional page, right? So every single post or, you know, content piece is connected to a Pinterest visual. Okay. And then there's a link that goes with it, directing traffic to somewhere, right? So sometimes it's sometimes it's an article, it's a blog, sometimes I've seen people just take it direct to their funnel. And Pinterest is interesting because it's not like social media where things typically die on the vine after a couple days, right? It's a pin inside of Pinterest can be good for a year. So the lifetime of your content is, I mean, it's incredible. And you're just 10xing traffic. You're 10xing the flow of where you want people to go. You know, so now again, with anything, the content has to be good, right? So like, is the reel that you're sending to them good, or are you sending them to a good article, or is it real crap? So look, content, there's different levels of good content. Does that make sense?
Yeah. One thing, Karissa, your hand's raised. Do you have a question other than the one that I just responded to?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, for all of that, knowing even where to put that, and I'm probably just overthinking it, but if you uploaded like a video of you speaking it podcast style on a YouTube video, would you also like post that to your Instagram page? And like, so you're just using the same content in so many different places over and over and over again.
So if you guys notice on Abundant Academy, pay attention to our content. So our content comes from these coaching calls, is our coaches and experts and testimonials literally becomes our content. Our YouTube channel is used as a marketing tool to like increase flow and traffic. It gets linked back to our academy. It works as like this flow. And so when we are able to like use so like, remember when Amanda said that her followers increased by 400,000 since being a part of this? Her SEO optimization has gone up through the roof because on Abundant Academy, we keep posting her, we keep tagging her, we keep like pushing her. She didn't do any level of content, but because we kept pushing it out and we had it on YouTube and we keep reusing the content, that's the advantage of Abundant Academy. But if you look at the way that we do our content, it's not that much harder for us to put out so much. I'm putting out 6 reels a day, 2 YouTube videos a week, plus all of those reels become shorts on our YouTube channel. We have over 55 hours and we've only been doing it for 2 months. 3 months. So you have to like remember, like there's way you want to use macro to micro. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? I bumped around.
Yes, no, that does answer my question. I guess and I have to remember that people aren't seeing everything we post. So it doesn't feel like you're still taking away from your personal page.
Nobody's watching you. You think everybody's watching what you're doing? They're not. Nobody remembers what you said last week. Nobody remembers, like it didn't sit with them. They remember how you made them feel. They remember that they liked what you were wearing. They remember that they liked like the emotion that you evoked in them. They don't remember that you promised them something on Wednesday. And if they do, it's 1 out of 100.
Okay.
Karissa, I repost the same thing all the time. Sometimes it's the same exact video.
That's funny because I follow you pretty closely and I don't even recognize that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If a hook did well 3 months ago, guess what? That same dang hook is going to do great today. Yeah. Why would I reinvent that? You know, it's just, it is what it is, right? And so you can remix your own content. Chelsea has even said that she has copied her same exact caption over
Multiple
again,
times.
That applies. Guys, we
I
don't
post
have to work harder.
so much content. I can't. I don't make a new caption every single. I use it if it's the same kind of promotion of the week. Then I also have ChatGPT mimic that caption theme for my emails, and I just copy and paste that, and I send out my daily email. It's like, and then I convert that into a text. If you notice, if you pay close enough attention, you'll see. You'll also see in my B-rolls that like, and when we're putting together templates, it's the same content. If I'm putting together like all of the speakers, if I'm putting together like all of that, it's the same content. It's just with a trending audio over it or some words over it. And now I am not the best content creator, but it's getting it out there and it's working. You know what I mean? So just reuse it. Nobody notices. That's the point.
Okay. And then Shopify, are you guys telling us to buy a Shopify domain right now, or just like use whatever it's generating? Like it gives you a generic Shopify page.
So I'm a big domainer. I love having the domains. I'm a huge advocate for having the domains for my businesses. Okay. Alexia uses alexiaferrari.com. So it depends. A lot of content creators use their name.com. Brad Lee uses bradley.com. Like his business is Lightspeed VT. So it depends on like what you want to do. For now, just to get your thing done, you can use the auto generator. You don't have to, but buying a domain is not that hard. You can do it through the Shopify channel. You can do it on GoDaddy. You can do it on Google for 99 cents, $9.99 or something like that a year. Like it's not that complicated.
You got to remember, like a domain, like you can, depending on what packages you have in Lead Pages or Kajabi, or, you know, I use Go High Level, like, so alexiaferrari.com, it's not the Millionaire Homemaker, but alexiaferrari.com hosts several of our products, right, Chelsea? Like, so it has Playbook, it has our digital launch pad. It has the webinar for like the playbook, like to like watch my free webinar that goes to an upsell of the playbook, which then upsells to a greater course called Viral Brand Launch. So like it's all connected. But I also have the Millionaire Homemaker. That's not even available yet to anyone. Like, and so that's a whole different thing. It depends. Each link should have a different purpose. So I have Alexia Ferrari for all my products. I also have Stan Store that has its own links. And then I also have the Millionaire Homemaker, which will probably not be a funnel. It'll be a regular website.
For me, I have the AI Mom, because it's my book. I have a second book coming out. I have an app. I have my Instagram handle. All of that is like there where you can buy my coaching, my book, my digital products. My digital products are hosted on that. Everything is the AI Mom. I also have Abundant Management and Abundant Academy, different websites serving different purposes with all of my products already linked on there. My Shopify store is Kaya and Cash, but I have 4 different Shopify stores and drop shipping, whatever. All of those have different domains. I'm a domain I like to have them. I have different Instagram, I have different emails per domain as well, depending on the business. But every single one of my businesses has an LLC.
Your emails.
Hmm?
So how do you keep up with all your emails?
AI.
Okay.
My phone, but they serve different purposes.
Yeah, they don't all have emails attached to them. My only email I have is Alexia at themillionairehomemaker.com. I don't have an Alexia Ferrari, you know, like email as like you can,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. It depends on what you want to do, right? Right, Chelsea? Like, how do you want to manage your own business? Like, just remember, like, how Chelsea doesn't need to be the way you do it. The way I do it doesn't need to be the way you do it. You just have to, I mean, for some of you, and I know some of you on this call are doing this, you're saying, okay, I'm not going to do lead pages, go high level or anything. I'm just going to do Sandstore. And I'm going to have a simple funnel that's like a small lead magnet that upsells to a very basic, low drop-in product. And that's it. And guess what? You can do great doing that. I have friends that do that and they make a ton of money. You know, it's all different ways to skin a cat, as we say.
So go simple with what's going to make your heart happy and your mental. Like, you have to think about your mental capacity and not your mental capacity, but what's good for you, your business. You're building your business around your life. And what do you want your business to look like? My kids are going insane. So, can you guys hear that downstairs? It's pretty intense. I gotta go. It's WWE SmackDown downstairs. I gotta go. Do you guys have any other questions before I leave you? Okay, I am very proud of everybody. Oh, I do want to say, for my mental capacity, I get high levels of anxiety if I don't get back to all of you right away, because I want everybody to be super, super successful. And I feel like a level of ownership in that. So I feel guilty if I don't respond to you right away. So I do want to let you guys know that if it's an emergency, please say like urgent, I need this. If it is not, please know that I am going to be responding to you like every day. I'm blocking out an hour a day between 9 and 10 a.m. And like, that's it. That's what so if you don't get back, if you don't hear from me on like after, you're going to hear from me the next morning, unless it's super urgent and you're like, hey, emergency. So just know I'm not ignoring you. I need to tell you guys, because otherwise I will have like a heart attack if you guys don't know that, like, that's what I'm doing. So I always want to hear from you. I love hearing from you. I want to help support you. I am like your advocate. I love you guys and proud of you, but I will only be responding between 9 and 10 unless it's emergency. FYI.
Chelsea, did you talk about the group chat at all yet?
Oh, no.
So I'll just echo what Chelsea's saying. I do the same thing. So if anybody's messaging me, also my inbox is absolutely bananas on Instagram. So please be patient with me. But I do try to get back to all of you. But I know many of you are messaging Chelsea. Just keep in mind, like, this is a community. So we have the messenger inside of Instagram. It's our thread in there. Like, talk to each other. If someone puts a question out and you know the answer, answer them. Help them out, right? That's the whole point. So if you're a step ahead of somebody, take that woman and lift her up, okay? We have to be lifters. That's the whole point of why Chelsea and I, want to build this thing. Like, we want you guys to help each other. Or if you found out something really cool, share it in that thread as well to help somebody else. That's the whole point. We get to rise together. So I just wanted to say that, because doesn't have to be Chelsea or I to help you out. It can be someone else too in the group. Okay.
Man.
That's all I got.
All right. Speaking of, go become her. Protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your mental clarity. Make sure that if you are in a position where you need to cash flow now, lean into what's working, build out the businesses that you already have, lean into your community. We will support you. We will shout it from the rooftops. If you have something that's already cash flowing, you're like, look, I have to make some cash right now. Throw it out there. We will support you. We will help you in any way we can. Also, remember, we have all of these affiliate links. Send people to the Abundant Academy. Send people to the weekly coaching. We want to get to 100 moms. We will pay you for that. Make sure, like, if you're gaining value, it's the easiest sell. All in nutritionals, like, it's the best product I've ever used. It's an easy sell. It's the highest commission base. You can make up to 30%. I think they're even pushing it to 50. They have skincare too. Like, lean into these things because it's right there. It's a ready-made business while you're building your other businesses in the back end, especially if you're in a position that you need to start making cash flow. Lean into what you have. Ask us if we can expand upon it, and lean into the community. We will support you, but make sure that you use these affiliate programs with these businesses that are already being used. You know what I mean? Share with your friends. Real Merchant Services is another good one. Like, if you know small businesses that have, like, that actually need merchant services, if you go to a convenience store on a regular basis, if you know the owner of a gas station that you think could benefit from this in your town, let's figure that out and let's get those merchant services. We'll teach you, we'll help you with that training. So at least you can get some recurring revenue in addition to your businesses. Does that make sense? Think like a business. You are a business owner. You can own multiple businesses. There are many ways to skin this cat. Please, please, please lean into all of the resources that you have. Okay. We are here to support you guys. You have not heard back from merchant services. Well, that's a problem. So let's solve that problem. Send me an email that says I have not heard back from merchant services. Please send it to me. Say that in the headline, and then so I can forward that to Brad.
Yeah.
That's
a great business line too. It's a
really good business line.
I think I'm going to be doing it too. I'm going to push my husband to do it. It's a good one.
So just so you guys know, my husband makes over $1.5 million a year. And he said, you will make more than me if you get those merchant services. He's like, those people make so much money. Yeah. He's like, if I wasn't in cars, I would be doing merchant services. That's literally what he said.
And guys,
like,
it's one and done.
Bit of sales. And I'm like, well, we are building a whole business for digital products. He's like, I didn't know you had opportunity for merchant services. Like,
I gotta be honest with you. She was talking about it at the workshop. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why is my husband not doing this? Like, it's just, think about how many business owners you know them all. And all you need to do is say, hey, I can save you money on your processing fees. Can I help you? Can I show you something? That's it. And they might say no, but a lot of times they say yes. That's a lot of money for them. They want.
Maybe we'll set up like a training with Phoebe next week or something, and we can be like, hey, you need to train us on how to like do all of this. And then because she'll close your first 10 with you, her and Brad will close your first 10. So if you have some low-hanging fruit, like, okay, so Karissa, like, hello, forget the digital products. Like,
listen, I'm telling you, hello, my name is Karissa. I'm an Enneagram 2. I'm a perfectionist. I will build everything out on my computer and launch nothing. It'll be beautiful, but no one will see it. I'll have all
maybe she needs a physical business. Like, maybe you need to do this. Is low-hanging fruit for you. Go do it.
We need to do real merchant services for you. We need to do real merchant services for Toni. We need to do real merchant services for Amy. I want to do it too. Like, I think it would be even good for Janna if she has a couple of like businesses. So let's get a group together and ask them for, so what we need is the statements from the businesses. So say we can save you your merchant processing fees and or get you paid for them depending on their book of business. That's the statement. We just need your statement. And we give this statement to Real Merchant Services, and they will give them like a literal sheet of whatever that quote is going to be that will either save them their merchant processing fees or in some instances pay them for them. Like, I kid you not, my husband is like a no BS kind of guy. And he's like, Chelsea, get on this merchant services. Like, he's like, you don't understand the insane amount of money that they make. And it's recurring revenue that you don't have to work for. Like, It's
That's
insane.
the thing. You sell them one time and you're going to get paid on them for as long as they're in business. It's a no-brainer. It really is. Like, it's a great business model.
So it
we
does
just have-
always save them. It always saves them money.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can sell your book of business too. They're your customers. That's what's so awesome about it.
But it always saves them on their processing fees. I don't know enough about it. I know I trust Brad I trust him and I trust my husband. And they say, yes, Chelsea at abundant-management.com. And they say it will, and they've both started in the car business. And they say that, so the whole point is they will save you on merchant processing fees and or pay you for them. Okay, Ashlee, send me an email. And I think what we'll do is we'll set up, so this Thursday, we'll work on our email build out with Shannon. Next Thursday, either Tuesday or Thursday, I will have Phoebe, I will get Phoebe and or Brad on the call. And I want everybody, I will only have them come if we have like 2 to 5 at least of the statements. So if we can get multiple businesses where like we have statements in hand, we just need to place terminals, we need to get like whatever, then we can get them to come on and teach us and help us like close these deals and get everything set up. That way that would be a huge win for everybody. So, okay, so then you have your number one priority above digital products. It's going to take a minute to get that up. I would say get those statements, start those conversations, get those statements, and then perfect. Get those statements.
What is a statement? Like, what do you mean by statement? Like, what exactly do you need? Like just anything, like
their merchants, their processing fees, their statement. So I think it's their profit statement, right?
Okay. So their
financial statement. Because we want to see how much they're spending in processing fees and how much business they're doing. That also dictates it. So like convenience stores, gas stations, those are huge. Brick and mortar stores that do lots of like even smaller transactions, but larger transactions, I think they do really well. That's what Phoebe said. But even she's a big advocate for like building the business, like she was saying, brick by brick. And even like $80 a month ends up being quite a bit, but they can save you on merchant processing. Yes, Karissa.
I still just don't know enough about it to even like, we are super close with businesses in our community. My family has been longstanding business owners here. So like even stretch to the next couple of towns around us, we have really strong relationships. And I just don't know, like, how do I first, you can have that. I'm talking though. Thank you. Sorry, my daughter came in.
Okay.
When I am first approaching them with it, like our local cafe, you know, if I go in and I say, hey, I'm pretty sure that I can save you on your merchant fees. I mean, is that how people are doing it? Are you just saying, hey, I found a company that can
I can get some scripts too. I can get you some scripts, but I think that's basically what you say is like, hey, I can save you on your merchant processing fees. I work with Real Merchant Services. I can save you on your processing fees. What I need is your statement so I can see how much I can save you and or get you paid for your processing fees. That's how I would broach it.
Okay.
But I think what we by Thursday, I will have a script for you. For those that you're really close with, be like, hey, I'm tied in with this Brad Lee. Like if like people might know him, like I met him, like you did. I met him and his business partners, and they're just both moms that are helping moms, and they have this like real merchant, like if it's your close relative, like and their whole business is to save you on merchant processing fees. Would you be interested in something like that? Yeah, you could probably save on fees too, Emilee, for sure. So then by Thursday, I'll have like a proper script for you and like information and even courseware and stuff. Like Phoebe's working on courses for Abundant Money for us, so we can know more about it. But for right now, we just need scripts, and we just want, I'll tell you exactly what we want, but we want their financial statements, which is probably personal information that they don't want to give, but I don't know. I'm sure that there's a way around that objection. If you're really close with them, be like, look, I need to submit this, and we can tell you how much we can save you. That's what they've been advising us to say. So does that make sense? I didn't think everybody was going to be so interested in that. I'm so glad that you are, and I'm so excited. We're going to learn this together. We're going to figure it out, and we're going to make money. So that way we can keep building our digital products. Hey, everybody good? Go out, be merry, be peaceful, be mindful, go for your walks, drink your water, pray. Goodbye.